Welcome to Super Tuesday, presented by Progressive. From Stark Vegas, you're watching the SEC on ESPN. The students have braved the rain and the bad weather, made their way to the hump, right down the stairs to get courtside for number 3 Florida, and so follows their 22nd ranked Bulldogs as Mississippi State looks for a signature victory tonight. I'm hoping some of that fire carries over. They do have a great sixth man in Thomas Houck, who enters immediately. Walter Clayton Jr. fires in a 3. Here's a look at the starters for Mississippi State. 17-6 on the season, 5-5 in league play. Coming off of a 1-point win at Georgia, and a beautiful move down the lane on the conversion.
Great job with a little fake handoff here. Nwoko, that's the attention that Josh Hubbard brings. They know, Mississippi State does, that Florida is going to pay so much attention to Hubbard. 2 guys go with 12 and leads to a...
Already without Elijah Martin for this game due to the hip pointer. Here's Houck. He'll tee one up and drills it.
That became daggers on the road. And the challenge from Todd Golden to number 10 has been, can you keep it up and be consistent? So far he is in this one.
Here's Hubbard, gets by Houck, gets rejected. Josh Hubbard, lob, and a finish. Keyshawn Murphy,
the reserve center in the game right now, 4 and blue.
Condon had a double-double in the win against number 1 Auburn. Here's Hubbard. Follow jam by Matthews.
So here's going to be the follow-up dunk. So watch the big man. He's got to come out and contest this. So that takes him away from the paint, and that's easy money for Cam Matthews. But I think he's got a little more fuel in him as well. That Alex Condon play, he's trying to rally the troops, and I think he felt like...
Room for Matthews to operate. Out to Jones. Google with the putback, and the former Gator rolls it home.
2 coaches with Bruce Pearl and NATO, some of the best in the business with their teams playing phenomenal.
Will Richards splashes one down from deep.
It's bigger than just the 3 for Will Richard. This is a issue for Mississippi State in conference play.
In his first extended action against Auburn. Delcon Warren the rebound. Here's Kugel. Whoa! Crashing down the lane for the jam is Michael Nwoko.
Guard, and they are late getting back. Way to run the floor if you're Mississippi State. You got to get those easy 2s.
They shot the ball well in the win on the road against Auburn. Matthews all alone. Too easy. Been a minute, huh? Clayton turns around and fires, and he buries it. Open is Aberdeen, and he answers. There is a foul as the shot was in the air. They will count the basket. 5 of the losses have come in quad 1 opportunities. So, whoa, beautiful behind the back. Melendez hesitated.
All Florida. I don't even know that he's going to change the arrow. Look at this dime here, and Melendez.
This is an inadvertent whistle. It's going to be Blues ball.
Nwoko spins to the baseline and now shares, and an assist at the rim to the 6'10 Keyshawn Murphy. Thank you for not texting me Sunday night after my Chiefs loss. Clayton hesitation, beautiful move, and he's going to the line.
Help but keep describing it as smooth. Just this little hezzy freezes Murphy there and just accelerates this little extra gear. Oh my gosh, that's how you look off the defense. That's as good of a hezzy.
Deep ball. No good. Here's Melendez leading the break. State with a chance to run. And a nice finish by Sean Jones Jr. Here's Houck. Extra pass for Aberdeen. Matthews was late to get there, and Denzel Aberdeen splashes down his second 3. Played at Georgia last year. Deflected by Houck. Florida takeaway, 4 on 2. Beautiful feed. Houck threads the needle, and Aberdeen cashes in.
Well, now like crowd noise based on what Auburn.
Yeah, that could be it. He scored 90 at Auburn. Richard got it back from Clayton, drills it. Mississippi State hasn't scored yet this half. Clayton Jr. got it. It's a 12-0 run to start the second half. Richard for 3. I mentioned this earlier. Florida not only is 4th in the country in fast break points, but they don't give up fast break points. There's Houck. Hubbard trying to get State back into it. Ball tipped out by Houck. That's his specialty. Aberdeen on the run. All Gators this second half. I mean, all Gators.
Playing a little bit of point forward.
9th possession of the half for Mississippi State. Matthews shares it, and they get the run-in jam.
Well, if nothing else, Cam Matthews has a good plus-minus in the second half.
That's true. Here's Clayton Jr. 17 for Walter Clayton Jr.
You have to expect him to pull up. You cannot fall asleep and have a hand down. He has a quick trigger.
Houck finds Chinyalu. May not be an assist in the scorebook, but that'd be a hockey assist for Houck.
Top 25 in Ken Palm's offensive efficiency.
Clayton finds Houck, a step behind the line. Got it. By the way, that will be the first in-state 1 versus 2 matchup since John Calipari and Bruce Pearl matched wits with Memphis and Tennessee, with a freshman Derrick Rose playing for Memphis son. Justin Timberlake was courtside. Priscilla Presley was courtside. Klobuchar throws it in. Clayton gambled, and Murphy denied at the rim. Second chance good. He's been taken for x-rays. Will not return, and Houck banks it in.
Houck is going to get completely off balance here. Tries a spin move, unable to absorb the contact, really starts falling down.
Tennessee by 30, then #1 in the country. And he said, we kind of came into that game sleepwalking. Missouri's a really good team that we didn't respect off the jump. Hubbard splashes one down.
As tough as it is to guard their interior, you better be able to have some men down low.
Oh my goodness, Chinyalu went down hard.
It's caught up in the air. It's clipped by Melendez, and that's about as graceful of a landing as you could ask for.
How about this? They gave the foul to Houck.
For March and what it's like to play on the road and the poise you have to have. I think they have a lot of similarities in that regard to win big-time games in March.
Hubbard's got 19. Aberdeen answered with 2. Hubbard looking for an assist, and Murphy comes crashing down. He's got 18 points. Taken away by Melendez. Todd Golden was like, he just got thrown down. Houck with the block. A dad does to his son in the driveway. Here's Aberdeen. Denzel Aberdeen's got 20 points. Clayton. Rubbin's racing, huh? Kugel with his second field goal of the game for the former. And all the Gators do is they come out and outscore State by 17 in the second half, and they'll hand Mississippi State its first loss of the season after the Bulldogs led at the half.
And it was pretty much just Clayton, Richard, Chinyalu, Aberdeen, and Houck. And those 5 dominated the second half, throwing the first, second, third, and fourth punch of the first 5 minutes.